The reason why we don't have new things in the movies and IPs that we love is because people, especially those higher ups, are scared of doing something new and are scared of risking it. They are scared of doing something new and they are scared of risking it. They are scared of doing something new and they are scared of risking it. Case in point, Jurassic Park. The entire trilogy, really not even the entire trilogy, the entire franchise. I love the trilogy. Me personally, I love the third movie over the second because of its feel of the first movie. The first movie, everybody knows why they love it. Me personally, it started my journey and my love of dinosaurs, and actually inspired some of my style too. So if you ever catch me in khakis, you know why. And this hat, although that was mainly Luffy, but yeah. The Lost World, it was different from the books and it was different from the first movie. However, it was still something that stood on its own. Meanwhile, Jurassic Park 3 struggled in its production and yet it somehow worked, at least in my opinion. Everybody else at the time did not like it. Fast forward to 2015, Jurassic World comes out. Something new, something different, doesn't really capitalize off of that nostalgia, at least not much. You feel what I'm saying? It's something new, it does something new. But then comes Fallen Kingdom. Again, you start to see a little bit of that nostalgia, but yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Story is, you feel, is holding up. People complain that they don't see enough natural dinosaurs, but you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, it still keep going. Then Dominion shows up. Mixed signals, even from me. On one hand, I love it because Alan, Ian, Allie, Ellie Sattler, they all came back and they all met up. What I don't love is how everything seems to have been rushed. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you have one thing going on here, the other thing going on here, and then the meetings just don't even seem right. You feel what I'm saying? It's like the story that they wanted to tell was just a cash grab for Jurassic Park fans. That's what it felt like. Like y'all are just stripping at freaking nostalgia. That's all y'all doing. And coming like last year, yeah, last year or the year before last, I don't know. The newer Jurassic World movie, Rebirth, that one is still iffy because we wanted natural dinosaurs and that's what we got. Except, guess what? They're all mutants now. Just another way of saying hybrids without even claiming they're hybrids. Oh, they weren't planned and yet they were spliced with other different types of animals. Trying to claim Mutodons as a freaking hybrid. No, dang! Although there's a gray area there, I will admit it myself. Oh, I'm finna go into part two. Bro, even though there's a gray area there, they still don't give the fans what they want. Their fans want something new. They want horror. They don't want adventure. Or at least some don't want adventure. And you can see with how the fandom for Star Wars are just all over the place. And yes, it's not my place to speak on freaking Star Wars. I have a feeling that some of you out there feel a similar type of way of how I feel about Jurassic Park. And that's because these studio films, these Hollywood executives, they are scared of taking a risk on a new project. Like there was a project about a Middle Eastern kid that got canceled. And it would have been so freaking amazing to expand their culture of how they see different deities, or rather, of how they interpret different deities in their culture thereof. That made me so freaking upset because the designs were fire. Like, what? And yeah, you could chop that up to racism, and that's maybe a part of it. Let's not forget the other projects that are actually fire that racism wouldn't even be a factor in. They still get canceled. Like, what? Like, if something like that gets canceled, it's deeper than freaking racism. This is fear because you want to stick to something that works instead of going on a new endeavor that you don't even know what the results may be. And yet you want to stick with nostalgia because it's something that's familiar to you. That's why I actively just go and try different things, new things. That's why I'm mainly inconsistent now. And I'm not saying that these studios should be more like me. All I'm saying is expand your freaking possibility of what a movie could be like or what it should be like. You feel what I'm saying? You have so many fans that actually love these IPs and want to see it in a new light and a new spin. Sheesh, nobody expected the Teen Titans to be that different from the comics. Really, nobody really knew about the Teen Titans, but as soon as they were portrayed in this light, all of a sudden the fans loved them. Come now, Teen Titans Go, like, it's full of butt jokes. And yeah, some of them that don't have butt jokes are actually fire. It's still a freaking downgrade. And that's so sad because y'all have the potential, y'all have the resources, y'all have literally all the things that we would quote unquote need to make a fantastic movie, and yet y'all are just throwing money away. And that's why I truly believe, like, hold on. We're finna go into a part 3 on this, because, man, it's like Hollywood just isn't even doing this for the money at this point. Like, there has to be some other type of reason, because you're leaving all this money on the table, not taking a freaking risk, and yet you have the information. And yet you don't want to take the freaking risk. Like, at this point, like, there has to be something deeper here, because why would you, like, literally, ooh, they probably are trying to steer a freaking narrative at this freaking point. All the money that in the world that y'all have, and yet y'all are flopping with this. Y'all are probably trying to put subliminals in those movies or something, slowly and surely twisting how people think, so that when something happens that is orchestrated by the ones who paid y'all off, or who y'all are in cahoots with, all of a sudden we're acting and behaving way differently, just like now. Conditioned us to the worst of the worst, so that when that actually came out, you know what, that probably is what happened. So I may be speaking out a little bit of emotion, but still, the fact that this came out and yet people aren't even in the streets is because we kept seeing that in movies, in different medias, in different TV shows, movies, animes, etc. To the point where now it ain't even shocking to us, and that's scary, because they kept on putting it in our freaking faces to the point where when it came out, we wouldn't even do nothing about it because we thought of it as normal. Like, that's not okay. Like, y'all movies are subpar, and yet I got that feeling. You know what, I don't even want to speak out of emotion, but I feel like they are truly trying to steer the narrative. They are truly trying to steer the narrative, and it saddens me that the only time that we truly watch content that is actually good is when it comes from us and us only. And that's the power that we have. We have the power to take back all of this. Support these small indie creators. Support things like the amazing Digital Circus. Support things like No, Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. Support things like Robot Cowboy. At least I think that's what the name of the IP is. Support these small indie creators on YouTube that are animators that keep constantly putting out these episodes, bro. You support Metal Family, because, man, that one's underrated. Like, support these people, because as soon as you do, they'll be able to have more resources to put this out more in the quality that they can have without being touched by the bigger companies. Give them support so that we are not only able to support them, we're able to protect them when they do come in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no matter how much money or how many threats they may throw at them, we got they back. That's how we should behave. Part 3. Matter of fact, go to part 4 on this. In this era where all these companies want is just to steer a narrative, or just want more money, or just want to take more from our pockets, or take something from us, we have to stick together, and we have to stand up for each other, no matter who we are, no matter if we are a police officer, no matter if we're a firefighter, no matter if we're just a random person in school, no matter if we're a freaking teacher. Stand up for one another. Stand up for these freaking passion projects. Stand up for those indie artists who are creating new styles of music. Stand up for the person who's creating an animation that is beautiful. Stand up for the person who is creating a new statement via their fashion. And stand up for the person who is just out there speaking in a new lingo, new language, or just articulating in a different way so that other people can understand them. In this new age of media, we have to stand up for each other, because if we don't, these larger companies are gonna constantly try to attack these smaller creators. In this freaking economy that is doomed to crash, even if it doesn't, even if it does, it doesn't matter. We have to stand up for each other now, because if we don't, we're gonna constantly get bad entertainment and bad IPs of bad ideas from people who don't even have our best interests. And because of that simple fact alone, we have to be able to stand up together to support each other wherever we can. Literally, if you don't watch the video, you 5 to 10 seconds, click on the video, like it, and then swipe away or swipe off of it. Like, that's all that it takes. That's all that it takes. Like, support them when you can, but if you don't have the time, give a like, give a subscribe or something, because these companies are gonna constantly try to take over some things, and we are constantly gonna push back. And if we want any hope, if we want any hope of finally being a big dog in this and going so far to the point where they collapse while we stand tall, we have to stand strong together. Because if we don't, these companies will constantly push us down. It's up to us as a community. No matter where you are in the gaming, anime, movie fandom, TV show fandom, it's up to us to support those who have these bright ideas. Because it's your support that gets them to the stardom. Not in Hollywood, but in every community, no matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter where you are around the world. You are a star. Doesn't mean that you're Hollywood type of star, but you're a star because you are one who created something amazing with your own IP, your own music, your own fashion. You did that, and you should celebrate that. We all will. And I'm going to leave it at that. Ashe, peace, adios. Mwah, mwah. Keep creating. Stand strong.